Every human being on Earth lives by the same invisible rule. We wake up, we grow older, we move forward through time 1 second at a time. The future becomes the present becomes the past. It feels so obvious that most people never question it. But here's the strange thing. Physics does. According to some of the most successful scientific theories ever created, time might not work the way you think it does. In fact, the deeper scientists look into reality, the less certain they become that time is even real. Think about that for a second. The thing that controls every moment of your life may be an illusion. Every clock you've ever looked at, every birthday you've ever celebrated, every memory you've ever made. They all depend on the assumption that time is flowing forward. But what if it isn't? What if the universe isn't moving through time at all? What if everything that has ever happened and everything that ever will happen already exists right now? It sounds ridiculous. It sounds like science fiction. But some physicists believe exactly that. Here's something most people don't realize. The laws of physics work almost perfectly whether time moves forward or backward. Imagine filming 2 billiard balls colliding. If you played the footage in reverse, the collision would still obey the laws of physics. The equations don't care which direction time is moving. That's weird. Really weird. Because your entire life depends on the fact that time appears to move in only one direction. You remember yesterday. You don't remember tomorrow. You can break a glass. You can't unbreak it. Cause comes before effect. That's how reality works. Except the fundamental equations governing reality don't seem to agree.
Physicists call this the arrow of time. And despite decades of research, nobody fully understands why it exists. Then things get even stranger. According to Einstein, time isn't constant. It can slow down. It can speed up. Gravity literally changes the rate at which time passes. The stronger the gravity, the slower time moves. This isn't theory anymore. We've measured it. Astronauts experience time differently than people on Earth. GPS satellites have to constantly correct for time distortions caused by both gravity and motion. If they didn't, your navigation system would drift by miles every single day. Time itself is flexible, stretchable, distortable. That's not philosophy, that's engineering. But if time can stretch, what exactly is it? What is the thing being stretched? Nobody knows. And that's where the real mystery begins. In the early 20th century, physicists started realizing something deeply uncomfortable. None of their equations actually required a universal present moment.
There is no cosmic clock ticking for the entire universe. No master timeline. No universal now. The present moment you're experiencing right now may not exist anywhere outside your own perspective. Somewhere in the galaxy, another observer could disagree with what is happening right now, and both of you would be correct. Let that sink in. The present might be personal, not universal. Then, quantum mechanics arrived and made everything worse. At the smallest scales of reality, particles seem to behave in ways that completely defy common sense. Some interpretations suggest that the future and the past may be connected in ways we don't understand. Others imply that every possible outcome exists simultaneously until observation forces one version into reality. Some scientists have even proposed that time itself emerges from something deeper, something more fundamental, something we haven't discovered yet. Imagine if time is not a feature of the universe. Imagine if time is a byproduct, like temperature.
Temperature feels real, but it's actually an emergent effect created by trillions of particles moving around. Maybe time works the same way. Maybe what we call time is simply our brain's way of interpreting a deeper structure of reality. And if that's true, then everything changes. Because it means the past isn't gone, the future isn't waiting,
Both may exist together as part of something larger that human beings are incapable of fully perceiving. Some physicists describe this idea as the block universe. In this model, the universe isn't a movie being played frame by frame. It's the entire film reel existing all at once. Every moment, every decision, every triumph, every disaster, already there, from beginning to end. You're not moving through time. You're moving through your perception of time. It's one of the strangest ideas ever proposed by science, and yet it emerges naturally from some of our best theories. Of course, there are problems, big problems. Consciousness doesn't seem to fit neatly into this picture. Free will becomes difficult to define. Our everyday experience fights against it. Most scientists don't claim to have the final answer. Far from it. The truth is that time remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in all of science. We know how to measure it. We know how it behaves under certain conditions. We know how to build technologies that depend on it. But we still don't know what it actually is. That's incredible when you think about it. Human beings have split the atom, sequenced the genome, walked on the moon, sent machines beyond the edge of the solar system. And yet we still can't explain the thing that every single person experiences every second of every day. Maybe time is exactly what it appears to be, a river carrying us from birth to death. Or maybe it's something far stranger, something our brains were never designed to understand. Because if modern physics has taught us anything, it's that reality doesn't care what feels intuitive. The Earth isn't the center of the universe. Space isn't empty. Matter isn't solid. And time may not be what it seems. So the next time you hear a clock ticking, remember this. That sound might not be measuring the flow of time. It might simply be measuring the limits of human understanding.